Hi guys, I'm Melly and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a few months since I've posted. I actually tried filming last week. I tried filming a vlog style video. I filmed for like half a day and then I forgot about it. Going to lock in and just help them out with whatever they need. You probably can't hear me because of that freaking fan. Hold up. It's very unlikely. It's probably likely. I don't know what the frick I'm saying. So here we are again. We're trying again. I'm gonna try it a little differently this time. This is going to be a video that I can film within a few hours and hopefully edit within a few hours so that I can absolutely 100% have zero excuses to post this. So this is going up no matter what. I'm trying to find the style of videos that I want to post. I know that I do eventually want to start posting more informational, educational types of videos, but I also really like the style of videos that, for example, Hello Corey or Bye Frankie Harry post, where you can like see them on their day-to-day life of them being a graphic designer, and then sometimes they'll also be vulnerable and real just about the struggles that they're facing or, what they're going through. So we'll see. We'll do both. But for now, we're keeping it easy. We're keeping it manageable. I have to ease my way into this. I made a post on Instagram where I did the logo archive trend, and I shared in the captions that I oftentimes forget that I literally started this a year and some change ago. So sometimes I compare myself to others online that have been doing this for way longer, and I get frustrated because I'm not at their level. Like, duh, But lately I've been learning how to shift my mindset from, oh no, there's so much more I need to learn, to like, wow, there's so much more I need to learn, or like I get to learn, really. And it's so exciting, and I feel super blessed and grateful that I get to do this for like as a job, really. So for my first video back, I thought it would be really cool to take you guys through my first ever branding project that I did in college and just see how far I've come, and also just how I started as a brand designer or what made me get into it. I thought that would be really cool to share with you guys. So yeah, let's get started. The biggest difference I've noticed is my organizational skills. Because what is all of this? Something to know about this professor is that he was in love with AI, and he made us create this whole vision of his using, I think it was like ideogram. Yeah, so there's a lot of that in here. The brand was Connexus Studios, and it was basically like a co-working space where creatives could collaborate on certain projects. So, for example, someone in the co-working space is starting a business and they can find someone to do their branding in that same co-working space, or their social media, for example, in that same co-working space, so everybody can collab. And each of the students had to come up with 3 ideas to present to him for like the logo and everything. And I think this one was the first thing I showed him. I really loved this idea. I remember he did too. He just didn't understand like why it was, he didn't get that this was like a safety pin. Because I thought it was like, a business office space, but then clips keep things together and working together to create this spark. It's also like coming together. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how I explained it, but he was not messing with it. And the light bulb, he didn't really like all that much either. And this was just way too simple. I remember him liking this, but not loving it. So I was like, okay, I'll work from here. And I think he sent us, I can't remember if he sent us home to redo them or if it was within that same class, because this class was like 4 or 5 hours long. So I think we started this in the beginning, and I might have worked on it during class, honestly. And that's where you can also see where I started with this. Oh, you know what? I have my sketches too. So like I said, it was the co-working space. And so I started by doing words associated with the brand. For example, connection, linked, ecosystem, community, nexus, relationships, ideas, imagination, innovation, spark, knowledge, hub, growth, creativity, team, together, collaboration, create. And then I'll probably include a photo of it on the screen so you can see it better. But just lots of vague ideas on here. I think this is where the whole safety pin and spark idea came from. And then this is actually closer to where I ended up going. But yeah, that's cool to see, like how I started that. Let's see. Yeah, so I think he didn't really love the fonts that I used, so I went ahead and changed that. And honestly, I think this is a dope logo idea. There's some symmetry issues going on here, and you can tell this was one of my first times ever using Illustrator, so I wasn't too sure of how to work it. But eventually I got here, and he really enjoyed this a lot. He still didn't love my word mark. We ended up using another classmate of mine's word mark, which we actually ended up working together later on. I worked under her studio, which is very cool. I think I have that here. Let's see. Yeah, this is what she created. Very cool. And she, I'm pretty sure, like customized this type. It was very cool. Branded by Jay. And something I actually wanted to talk about, since I was showing my school project, my first ever branding project, is how I actually quit school after this semester. Yeah. This kind of sparked my love for branding, and I just kind of knew that that's what I wanted to do. It was during the semester of school that I got my first ever client. And I remember feeling so scared because I just felt super unprepared. Like I was literally in my second semester ever learning graphic design, and I felt like I knew absolutely nothing, and I really did know absolutely nothing. But I remember he wanted a brochure. This was maybe a couple weeks into the semester, and for my InDesign class, our final project was supposed to be a brochure, but my client wanted a brochure. So within a week, I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos and figured it out and created a, pretty decent brochure for having zero experience. And that's when I realized that I could be learning way faster. And I think school was limiting me into believing that I needed to graduate first before I got any sort of clients, when that just really wasn't the case. So I decided to quit and just start posting on social media and learning on my own, learning from experiences, learning from doing stuff scared. I got my first branding client that summer, and I just never freaking looked back. When I got to social media, I realized how many talented designers there are out there in the world. And it honestly made me a little scared. And I could have let that fear stop me from posting, but I just refused. So I started putting my work out there. I started sharing tools, resources that I thought were cool. And doing that was probably the best decision I ever made. I don't regret going to school at all. School actually got me some of my closest friends in design. I think what I needed from school was the realization that I could do this without school, basically. I knew it was time to go. Since posting on social media, I have reached 12K followers on Instagram. I have been able to work with some brands that I really look up to. I've been able to inspire people to create, to post. I've been able to work with clients who have now turned into lifelong friends, I feel. And if I can leave you with one message, it would be to not wait until you feel ready, because you might never feel ready. do it scared. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this YouTube video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you want to keep watching videos like these where we get to learn and grow from each other. I would love to hear any of your video ideas in the comments below. Let me know if you have any questions, anything you would love to see next. I would love to hear your ideas. Love you guys. Have a blessed and beautiful day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.